The views and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the host and guest and do not reflect the opinions or policies of the station, its owners, or its advertisers. All content should be considered editorial in nature. Listener discretion is advised. Well, good evening. I'm Peter Pappas, and I'm your host for the Carolina Cabinet this evening. We are proud to be the only homegrown conservative talk radio show in the region, and we know this is the smartest hour of radio. Our job is to give a voice to the conservatives of Fayetteville, Cumberland County, and beyond. Joining me this evening is my sole co-host, Mrs. Laura Must.
That sounds so sad.
So it's a little sad. It's been a long weekend, long day, lots of people,
You're stuck with me.
We got stood up by our special guest, but we'll get to that. We're just going to dive into our show. We appreciate everybody tuning in and spending time with us. But please do take a moment to like, share, or follow us on Facebook and look for us at thecarolinacabinet.com. You can find links to our shows and how to listen on your favorite podcast broadcaster. Also, if you would like to ever appear with us on the Cabinet, there is a link that says register as a guest. So we would look forward to having you there. And you can even leave us a voice note off to the right. There'll be a little red button. So please
join us. Please
join us. Yeah.
We want people
We're
to
a friendly
come in.
rom, I think.
You're friendly. I'm not.
You've been called other things, but
Right.
So, all right. What's the haps? What's been going on, Laura?
This week has been a little slow.
That's only Monday.
Yeah, I know.
It's only Monday.
I got a good day tomorrow, though.
You got a big day tomorrow.
I do.
So nothing you want to report? You haven't?
Not yet.
Nothing? Okay, all
Not
right.
yet.
So, mine was uneventful too.
Really?
Sometimes I do so much. I got to look back at the calendar, and then last week was just kind of business. This meeting here, do this, and it's time for insurance renewals for the restaurants. So
how fun!
It's some pretty dry stuff. Yeah.
I didn't really do much of anything this weekend. Was we have family breakfast on Sunday, so we went up to Smithfield.
Wait, I thought that was Mondays.
Okay, so the first Sunday of every month, we do family breakfast with my sister who drives in from New Bern. So I get to see my granddaughter. So that's family breakfast once a month on Sundays.
Okay.
And then every Monday we do breakfast here locally with my mom and her significant other.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I knew about.
Well, but he's in the hospital.
Oh.
He's having his toe, possibly his foot amputated. So that's kind of, yeah.
Sorry to hear that. That's
me too.
So let's we have a couple of topics. I mean, I'm always sending you things. I'm like, hey, let's talk about this and that and the other, but I only had two this week. So
even the news is slow.
It really is. I think it's just kind of crickets before the election. I think all the October surprises are out. So it's just the glide path. But NCGOP has announced that it has identified what it calls a cash for vote scheme to the State Board of Elections.
Yep. Out here in New Hanover County, which is the Wilmington area, a registered voter said that he got text messages offering $100 to vote for 3 Democratic candidates for city council.
So the text allegedly said, arrangements are going to be made after casting the ballot. I mean, that's a textbook definition of buying a vote.
Yep. And under state law, that's North Carolina General Statute. Now, of course, I had to look this up. 163-275, subsection 2, anybody that's watching, offering or promising anything of value for a vote is a Class 1 felony.
Well, NCGOP says they've turned all of this over to the State Board of Investigation. Chairman Jason Simmons, he called it an affront to our shared values. He said North Carolina elections must stay fair, free, honest, and transparent.
So now the big question is whether the text really came from campaign staff or just some outside mischief makers. We don't know yet, but there's just a single voter complaint so far, but who's going to complain?
Right. Well, I found a video from WECT down in Wilmington. That's kind of their backyard, so I'm going to play that now, then we can come back in. Be right back.
Tonight on WECT, our news team digs into an alleged cash for votes scheme. A registered voter in New Hanover County allegedly received text messages claiming that 3 Democratic city council candidates would pay them in exchange for their vote. Well, the North Carolina Republican Party says the case has been referred to the State Board of Elections. The New Hanover County Democratic Party criticized the NCGOP, calling the claim a distraction. We'll have much more on this situation coming up on WECT News at 5:30. An election day is approaching.
All right. Well, so the Democrats think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Of course they would.
So, the timing's still tricky. I mean, so many days before, this is about a week old that this happened. Just so many days. Tomorrow's the election.
Mm-hmm.
Just the appearance of impropriety. I mean, why should we trust our elections if this is going on?
That's exactly right. Whether it's true or not, it feeds into the cynicism that people are start thinking that their vote doesn't matter, and that's a dangerous place to be.
Well, look, if anybody listening gets a text like that, screenshot it, get the number, report it to your county board of elections. It's a one Google away.
Yep, and don't reply, don't engage, and definitely don't take the bait. This is one of those moments where civic awareness protects democracy itself.
I couldn't agree more, but we'll keep an eye on what the state board finds and bring you updates. So
I would say that if you don't have any policies or you're crazy, that's what you got to do to get the votes. Pay for them.
Pay for them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree. And I mean, it doesn't sound like they take it sincere at all.
Not at all.
They don't. The Democrats don't take sincere voter ID. They think it's some kind of disenfranchisement. Any good, it seems like common sense Republican or GOP or just conservative.
I would say
in nature.
common sense.
Common sense.
What can you name something that you can do as a grown-up without an ID?
I can order a sandwich.
Okay.
That's about it. I can spend money, but I can't really. Yeah, I can't
there's
buy
not-
beer.
there's- you
I
can't-
can't.
You can't buy cigarettes. You can't buy
Right.
beer. You can't go to the doctor. Even when you go to the doctor, they want to know you are who you say you
Right.
are for your medical insurance. It doesn't matter what you're doing. As an adult, you need a license.
Although I
or
do
an
get a
ID.
little insulted when the surly grocery clerk, she just stops asking for my date of birth when she sees the 19. She's like, "Oh, you're fine." They don't finish with the whole birth year. They're like, "Oh, you're fine, 19."
Yeah.
But yeah, look, there's always incidences of this in every election, it seems like, and it's becoming more prevalent because the method is delivered. It's all electronic. Somebody can just get a list of phone numbers and just text out a whole.
I am anxious to find out if it was real or just somebody doing that. But could you imagine the outrage if this was a Republican person doing it?
Oh, yeah.
If this was the Republican candidates that were doing this?
Oh, things would be on fire right now.
Yes, they sure would.
Things would be on fire. So thanks for
They'd
the
be-
few of you joined us right now. So put your comments in the chat if you'd like us to discuss something with you.
There's only 2 Republicans running. Oh, no, there's 3. I apologize. Collier, Roberts, and Waddell.
Is this in Wilmington?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's 4 Democrats.
So what is it? Maybe top 3 down there? Is that how that
3
works?
seats. Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So top 3 vote getters?
Yep.
Ooh. Well, it didn't happen in Cumberland County, so I'm not too concerned about that. But let's talk about the next thing that I sent you over the weekend was our own state Supreme Court and Key Moores. So we're talking about integrity and accountability for the election, but North Carolina Supreme Court just voted 5-2 to grant a temporary stay in Attorney General Jeff Jackson's lawsuit against DuPont Key Moores.
This is the big PFAS in the Gen X
Mm-hmm.
contamination case. The same chemicals polluting the Cape Fear River and affecting communities from Bladen and Cumberland County.
Right. I mean, the lawsuit, it was originally filed by then Attorney General Josh Stein, who's now our governor, accuses DuPont and Key Moores of contaminating groundwater and drinking supplies with the PFAS chemicals. Now, that was back in 2020.
Right, but the company's fired back saying the Attorney General doesn't have the authority to sue them on its own, that environmental enforcement agencies should only come from the Department of Environmental Quality. This is a lot of big words.
Yeah, but it gets technical. Like there was a statute that gave the Attorney General explicit authority, but lawmakers repealed it late last year, and the companies are using that repeal to stall.
Yep. So now the Supreme Court halts the business court hearing while they review whether Jackson even has standing.
So that means no discovery, no remedies, no cleanup orders. Nothing is happening until the justice is sorted out.
Yep. So for the people in Cumberland County, it's frustrating. Every delay means continued exposure and uncertainty.
Well, I think even when I ran last year, it was like pollution doesn't wait on politics. If we want the clean water, local leaders, we have to act. And while the courts fight over it, I think that was kind of the attitude was let's do the work, and then let's worry about getting paid later.
Right. Well, the John Locke Foundation's Carolina Journal put it well. This is as much about who has the power as it is about who polluted the water.
Well, it's certainly a civics lesson inside of environmental crisis, but we're going to keep watching whether the General Assembly clarifies the AG's role or whether the Department of Environmental Quality takes the reins.
Meanwhile, for residents, keep using filters, support local remediation funding, and stay informed. Clean water is not partisan.
I have to agree. And so one thing, we discuss bringing up running for office a lot and whatever, because that was really a learning experience for me. I'm sure it was for you when you did it. But one of the things I attended in Grays Creek was an ongoing studies put on by NC State, where they actually were analyzing people's blood samples over a 5-year period. And what they had proven was those rates were decreasing. So, and what had happened in the meantime is that people started installing point of use filters. So whole house filtration, whatever. So it is possible to filter the stuff out.
But I thought it was like in everybody's body.
It is. Well, okay, the levels were dropping to like on average what the rest of the people in the United States have in their bodies, because everybody has it. It's just that we get extra because Keymore's decided to dump it on the ground and in the air and wherever else they could stick it, basically. But it is possible, and that's one remedy I looked at running was, well, could we find money to maybe get filters to the most vulnerable population of the county? To start, at least do something instead of sitting on our hands waiting for this now $110 million filtration plant the PwC is trying to build.
All of these lawsuits that they have, and this, nobody gets rich except for the lawyers, and nobody gets any remedy in the long run anyway. What will happen, because I have a property out there and we're part of this whole thing. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to say, okay, everybody wins $10. Woo! Because by the time the lawyers get their money and the investigators get their money and Joe Blow Schmo gets their money, the homeowners who are actually put it in the filter things and paid out of their pocket to do all of this get $10, $20.
Well, let's hope that's not the case. I'm hoping to see that there's a substantial enough settlement that we can afford to not only have PwC install the filtration system, but also to have those who want it, the point in use filtration, to be able to put it in their own homes.
Yeah, but at the same time, we also have to pay to have PwC, because the house that we have is not hooked up to. We're on a what's called.
You're on a well.
Well, yes. Okay. So now we have to pay for PwC. See, I think Comores should pay for all of that. Run the lines out, hook us up, or whatever, because we wouldn't be paying for that if you didn't contaminate our water.
Well, and that's where a lot of people have been thrown a fit over precisely that. It's, well, they need to bring us water. Well, if they do, the public will bring you water down your street. But if you want to hook up, you're still going to have to pay.
But shouldn't Comores have to? Because I don't have to.
And that's where I think Comores should be able to kick in.
That's exactly
on the connection fee. But that doesn't mean, so like when you hook up the PwC water, there's the connection, the tap fee, they call it. Then there's the actual cost of getting the plumber to physically put the pipe. So I think Comores will be defraying in this situation. I don't think you could hold them responsible for the pipe and everything. You could just hold them responsible for that connection fee. Unfortunately, I think that's how it's going to work.
I think that's stupid.
It is stupid.
I wouldn't have. I would have my happy tap, my well water, and I would be just.
Well, you can keep your well water.
Yeah,
it just happens to have extra. It's
extra stuff.
It's like ShamWow. Just wait, there's more. There's more.
Please don't pay attention to all these extra chemicals that are going to kill you. And,
so I want to respond. So Monica, welcome. I see you. Yes, DuPont Chemours has the money, but I tell you what, researching for this little segment this evening, I did find where in like New Jersey, there was a lawsuit that they lost that they were awarding New Jersey $2 billion. And it made me start thinking, well, I wonder at what position North Carolina is at the trough, so to speak. And at what point are these companies just going to say, you know what, out of business, bankrupt,
and then open under a new name? Didn't they already do that?
I don't know if that's why. I think DuPont Chemours, that change was in industry driven. I don't think it was them trying to hide anything. Let's be honest. They're not going to be able to hide anything. We have the facts. We have the data of what they did. Now they get to be now it's a matter of damages more than it is culpability. I don't think there's any any question that they were the ones that did it. But let's see.
Are we going to get paid for it?
Are we going to get paid? It made me start wondering like how far down North Carolina is, because we didn't really start having traction with PFAS issues until like 2017. And it started in Wilmington. Some environmental scientists down there discovered it, and then they kind of just followed the Cape Fear River up, and they've discovered we have it all the way up to the Triad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just us. But so Monica says,
dig a deeper well.
well, and that is the solution. The problem is the airborne stuff settles and then becomes part of the water in the ground table as well. So it is a solution if you dig it deep enough. I think it was something to do with like hitting certain layers of rock or something, and it would filter it. But again, point of use we know works. Whole house does work. PwC's filtration plant will be able to filter down to like 4 parts per trillion, I think, which the standard now is like 70.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I mean,
how do we know?
The problem is it's $100 million. Now it's 110 or 120. And supposedly it's a $10 million a year operating expense.
I'm skeptical of all of this stuff. You know, I'm skeptical of the testing, that what's safe, what's not safe. They lie. They all lie.
Well, it feels like, and you know this, I mean, in our lifetime, eggs were good for you. Eggs are bad for you.
Now they're good for you again.
Now they're good for you again.
Eat the yolk. Don't eat the yolk.
Exactly. Well, we know margarine's always bad for you.
Yeah, and look at good old what's his name, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Oh, the end of the world is coming.
Yeah.
Well, now that I need the energy to run my AI,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the end of the world.
No, it's not.
So
now
bad.
Nuclear is a good idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go figure. Isn't it convenient?
It is. So the culpability is now decided with regards to the human aspect. Okay, Monica. Maybe that they just had bad workers that dumped the stuff all over the ground, or how does that filter into this? No pun intended.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just to me it's crazy. These corporations come in and they ruin everything, and then they don't want to be culpable for what they just fix it. Just make it right for the people that are.
Well, and it's almost like you want to look at them like, look, it's not really your money. It's the shareholder. I mean, you're supposed to protect and make money for your shareholders, but if you do it in a screwed up way, it's going to cost them more later. So why don't you just admit it, move on, fix it, and get on with life?
Could you imagine the millions and millions of dollars that they've spent with lawyers and fees and all that stuff, where if they would have just said, oh, you know what, we made a mistake, hold on, let's fix it. It probably could have been fixed and less damage done for less.
Mm-hmm. It's the only time I wish I was in China, because they would take the CEO of that company and execute him publicly and then send the family a bill for the bullet.
I was going to say, there's never,
it gives you it incentivizes you to do, act right. Well, if you FA, you're going to FO over there.
Yeah, I still don't want to live in a communist country.
I'm still good.
If I want to live in a communist country, I'll move to New York City next week.
So I want to say hello to Bambi. Every time I have to say your name out loud, I have to give a little smile. So it's good seeing you. And Ashley, thanks for joining. She asked a question: what if you see a candidate with a sample ballot at the polls telling voters to only vote for Democrats?
We give those away. We did that here at the Resource Center for only Republicans, though.
Yeah, but there was Republicans. Okay.
No.
Does that not make it okay?
It does. It's okay both ways. If you're at the ballot, if you're you're handing out slate cards or whatever.
Anybody can say anything they want. You just don't have to do it.
Right.
And yes, Ashley, what she's referring to is last election, November of 24, the Candidate Resource Center here. We had these legal size yellow sheets, and it was Laura's idea.
I stole it from.
She stole the idea.
Yes, from
she creatively reacquired.
No, I stole it.
Creatively.
Actually, I didn't steal it, because I told the person that I took it from, oh my God, I love this. Can I use this? And he said, absolutely. So I didn't really steal it.
Then I sent you a picture. What was it, Cabarrus County or somebody?
Other
I said,
people
look, they stole your idea now.
That's
but look, I thought it was fun.
It was great, and people love these things. And the yellow makes it so stand out. So it's
remember that picture I took at Stony Point?
Yes, we're all.
It was like it took a wide angle of like all the people lined up. There was like 50 people. Every one of them had that yellow ballot. I was like, that's right.
That's exactly right.
At the very least, we were supporting each other back then, and we took it upon ourselves, though.
We had
Talk
to.
about grassroots.
That was grassroots.
Yes, it was.
That was because other people had not stepped up and were, whatever.
Absolutely. And we're upon an election tomorrow.
We are.
Finally, we're at the end of the municipal election cycle.
It's kind of depressing for Republicans, though, here in the area.
It's only depressing because if anybody wants to identify me as a Republican, I'm just not like them.
We've got Gail running in District 2 and Ken Odegaard out in District whatever.
I've heard, you know what? I don't know Ken that well, but he did a good job, I felt, at the forum. And he actually seems like a pretty okay guy. I don't know specifically that he can pull that election off or that he can improve it.
I could pray. I don't know him personally. I've spoken to him once or twice, and I pray for him because I don't, like I said, he did the 2 times that I saw him speak. He did okay. It was interesting.
Yeah, he seems to be an intelligent guy and well spoken. He at least put a jacket on. I mean, so not all candidates even have the respect for that.
Like I said, he was very that's the truth. Some people didn't even show up, or they did show up, but anyway, whatever. Yeah. But I thought he did a very interesting job. Seems very smart. I hope that he can pull it out.
I mean, so Ken definitely is the most unknown of the candidates that are.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I wish we could have done something to help him get his name out there, but he never came and saw us.
Everybody was invited. So, and that does bring me to this. We were supposed to have a guest this evening, someone running for mayor of Spring Lake. Also, the incumbent mayor had actually scheduled and just didn't show up. And now the other candidate has, I mean, this all happened last minute today, so I'm not going to be too tough on her, but she said she'd be here.
How many people are running for mayor?
2.
Oh, I bet you a Democrat wins.
Well, I think they're both Democrats in Spring Lake.
Yes, I bet you Democrat wins.
I don't think you're going very far without hitting and throw a rock. You're going to hit a few out in Spring Lake. But you got to show up.
Yes,
to these things.
I agree.
And so we have Spring Lake. No, we had 0 people from Spring Lake show up. We had everybody in Hope Mills.
Yep.
Although there was somebody named Mark Hess that showed up on one of these. Did you realize they were running for slates in Hope Mills?
No, I did not.
I didn't realize that until over the weekend, that there was like the current commissioners running as a slate, essentially.
Including Elise?
Excluding Elise. And then Elise is on the other slate with Mr. Henderson and Lisa Trimmel. We spoke to her.
So do you have to vote for a slate, or you'd vote for individual?
Well, you're going to vote individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't like that.
I mean, I think the wisdom on a slate election and an actual municipal, it's one thing for the club stuff. Like, here's a slate for the Republican women of whatever.
But, that's coming up next week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you guys going to tear your eyes out?
No, the slate was put forward, and I was nominated to be the president of the Fayetteville Republican Women's Club, and we have a new Young Republicans Club too.
Excellent.
We haven't talked about it all, but we need to invite him out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, who's in charge of that?
The president was elected, and they're working on their charter. Roman Gutierrez is his name.
Okay. Don't know him. Time to get to know him.
I know him extremely well.
All right. I know that young lady, Alexandra. Is that the lady that she's?
She's not going to be coming down here. I guess I'm not really sure. She has. I don't know. I know she wanted to be the president, but things just happened, and she's no longer moving down here or not participating. I'm not really sure what happened.
All right. Who made a pass at her and made her feel uncomfortable?
I don't think that's what it was, but I don't know. I really adore her. She's wonderful.
She's very, very good person. Very knowledgeable. Look, as elder people, I guess we have a sense of the younger people not having it together. But when we see examples of younger folks coming up, young professionals that really got their mess together, it's very nice to see. And she was definitely one of them. So let's see.
Yeah, we need to have Roman on. He's very well spoken, very intelligent, and he loves to do homework. So
I think Monica speaking towards the professionalism maybe of the county commissioners meeting this morning. I did not see it.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. But she just says it was noticeably different in a good way than the way the municipality elections run or the municipality meetings go. So, and
I watch the county commissioner meeting when I'm really tired.
It'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, it does.
It'll lull you right to sleep. It's look, and that's the thing.
You have to watch it like 15 times. I got like 4 minutes in. I'm asleep. Okay, let me rewind. I apologize to
like
the county commissioners.
Netflix, are you still there? Yeah, I'm still here.
Please don't take it personal.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Yeah.
And I love politics too.
Yes.
So,
yeah, we're interested, but that right there, I think that speaks to it's dry topics.
Yes.
I mean, it's like watching paint dry, but I think a lot of it you have to understand, and it's contrary to the American instant gratification attitude, that they're planting seeds that are going to sprout in 5, 10, 15 years. And that's what is so damn scary about City of Fayetteville getting ready to elect 30% of a brand new council, give or take, if the mayor is reelected or Kathy is there. At least either one of them would be able to provide some continuity, but there's going to be 3 wide open seats.
Yeah.
And that scares the absolute hell out of me.
Well, it's hopefully we get like Ken Odegaard in or Gail Morfessis in, and we have maybe 5 new seats or 7 new seats. That would be great. And that is a little bit scary. However, maybe it'll make a difference.
Well, maybe new seats and 4-year terms. I don't. As much as I spoke out against it when it first kind of came up, I was like, I don't know.
I love 4-year terms.
Yeah.
I think they should be staggered 4-year terms every single time so that we don't end up with this. Because what would have happened if more people would have run for mayor and let's say 5 or 6 of them ran for mayor? Now all of a sudden we're looking at 5 or 6 out of 9. Holy smokeronies, that would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's the night before election. I told you it's not Christmas.
You know what's funny is last year I got invited to like 4 or 5 different parties. Not one.
Not one tonight. No.
Not one tonight. Tomorrow night. Yeah, not one.
You can come with me.
Where are you going? To go to. Oh, I bet you do.
I'm going to the club. I'm going to my club.
Yeah, I was not invited to a single solitary, political party.
So I'm not.
I bet you Bambi. I like Bambi because she's all. I bet you I get invited to Bambi's party.
Yes,
no.
she'll invite.
I'm just joking. Totally joking, Bambi.
Let's see. So I'm not on a ballot this time. Neither are you. Isn't it such a different feeling? We get to just sit back and watch.
I love being in the mix of it, though.
Yeah. We're still in the mix of it, though.
Right. I agree.
We've really done our civic duty with trying to be here on the Cabinet Weekly and you supporting me by showing up. That's a big deal.
That's the least I could do.
Well, it's easy, but I'm easy to please,
Yeah.
So
I don't know about that.
Not like that. Oh my God. But yeah, I think we've put in some time, that especially that marathon night we did with like 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
Tough. But
yes,
every little bit we can do to help. I think putting out narratives on articles that have been posted by like City View, like I did yesterday, I believe. City View issued an article about the non-bashing nature of
them going
the incumbent and Mayor Pro Tem.
Yep.
And that's
how could they bash each other? They both voted for the exact same thing. Almost
generally
99.98% of the time. What is there to bash?
Yeah, it would just be a change if we get Jensen in there instead of re-putting.
What's going to change?
Colvin. I think the way she's going to handle a room will be different than the way he does.
Okay, that's fair.
I was a little bit frustrated with the incumbent during one of the forums when he really let Mario get under his skin. And they kind of, and this is me saying this, I mean, I know I get pissed off at people and I might say a couple, 3 things that are not nice, but when he let him undermine him in public, he gave control to his opponent.
Let me tell you something. Mitch Colvin has always had my utmost respect because that man is, to me, he has always been so even keeled or whatever. So I missed that. But
I was surprised because that's how he's always come across to me.
Every time I've ever seen him, he is just like so on it and so like a duck. You just watch him glide or whatever. He has always been on it. I've always been impressed with him every time I've seen him, period. And can I put this out there because there's a lot of infighting in the Republican Party or whatever. I will say that the people of the other the crazy ones, they have made a point.
Speaking of infighting, the crazy ones over there.
Well, you have no idea how much information I have received recently about those other ones.
The lunatics, yeah.
Yes. But I will say that they did make a good, solid point. And I'm going to hand this to them because I want to credit them. Even if I don't like somebody, I'm going to credit them with something that they
did. Here you go, emotional intelligence over here.
Yeah,
go
whatever. They're saying that to write in this other candidate, and that's a vote for Mitch. I agree. It is a vote for Mitch. And they did make one good point that if Mitch gets in, he's going to run this year, maybe another year, and then he's done. If Kathy gets in, though, she's going to be there for 10, 12 years of that too.
Maybe.
So we have less of a chance of turnover. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place on how I want. I've already voted, so it doesn't matter. But they did make a good point, and I want to give them credit for making that.
One of the
solid
comments I responded to, regular commenter, back and forth, we're friends on Facebook, whatever. But, I will be the one to say that a vote for the write-in is a vote for Mitch.
Right.
And it's more that, yes, you can make a philosophical stance and say, well, damn it, I want that write-in candidate, and that's cool. But mathematically, all you're doing is removing a vote from the opposition to the incumbent.
Well, maybe if they're not that way, they would have voted for Mitch anyway.
Possibly. I mean, there is that. There's all kinds of scenarios you can have. But my thing was, if you want to take a political stand, which is what voting is, write it in. But don't be under any delusions that you're going to move the needle.
Not at all.
So what do we think? 75, 100, 200 votes. What do you think? Write in tomorrow.
150.
All right, $1.50. Okay, all right.
You want the over and under?
I don't know. What's the over under? Let's see.
We'll say the over under is 250, and I'm going to say under.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Do you want to take the over?
I'll take over 100.
Okay, 25 cents.
All right, 25 cents.
Oh, wait a minute. No, okay, gambling is legal in North Carolina. Yeah, we're good. 25 cents.
It's just a friendly game. What are you talking about?
Who wants in on this bet? 25
who wants
cents.
in 25 cents? Big money over here. Right. Aunt Monica, yes, ma'am. I know you would show up. I'm going to have to just have you on one evening. But I had to laugh at that. I know you would. So this is like, now I feel like it's fall because we have the election. Mm-hmm. I know Greek spaghetti dinners in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And Greek desserts and everything. That'll be good.
I've never had Greek food.
You will
really.
this year. Well, this isn't Greek food. It's Greek spaghetti. I mean.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I have eaten at restaurants that are Greek.
It's basically the only time you're going to get Luigi's spaghetti sauce for $10 on a plate of spaghetti.
Really?
Yes.
Sign me up because
it's a $10 plate of spaghetti with Luigi's sauce. Which
the best thing at Luigi's, the lamb.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the elevated stuff of Luigi's now. See, Luigi's started out very much more simply. Mr. Pete Paris was the founder, and he was actually kind of a mentor to my dad. My dad looked up to him quite a bit. Wow. But that he started the fundraiser for the church. And I want to say they're over 50 years doing it. But the price has changed a little bit. I think it was $1.50 the first time it started. But inflation and all. So you want to respond to Monica there?
We need a new manager. Hope Mills needs a new town manager. This guy is setting the current board up for lawsuits, and it's sad. They don't see how badly he put them into his deceit. I don't know this guy. We need to have this guy on.
The current board at least isn't reelected.
I want to meet this town manager guy. Because I've seen a lot of backroom stuff.
We have. And I think, you definitely have.
I have like 50. If I have one email from people, I have 50 of all kinds of stuff. But it's not just about him either, though.
Did we discuss state auditor looking at Hope Mills last week?
Yeah, I've already talked to the auditor and passed over the stuff. And most of it, they have a few things that they didn't have. But yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Because I'm a tattletale. Not really. But some of it is like alarming.
Well, you know what? I didn't see anything in your possession that shouldn't have been.
Right.
Doesn't belong to the public anyway.
That's exactly.
Not at first, but once it's been vetted, I think should have been released to begin with.
At least to the auditor, because if the stuff, some of the stuff I've seen is like assaultive.
It's definitely abuse of power.
100%.
What I saw, and There's nothing wrong with giving a friend, there's no point. What did Junior Soprano say? What's the point of attaining success if you can't get a job for a friend?
Right.
But keeping the job is up to them, and
That's
doing
exactly
the job right. Like when somebody says, hey, I got a kid, would you maybe give him a job? No. I give them an interview.
Right.
I'll see how they do from there. And Monica, ma'am, the Baldino's tuna recipe is super G14 classified. I am unable to share such classified information for fear of my fingernails being ripped out by my own parents. So we can't do that. So there's some motivation to maybe terminate the town manager. I've dealt with a man when it came to a zoning or permitting issue when I was open in Hope Mills, and I know that he's moved different departments. So I don't know if he's necessarily unqualified. Maybe he just stumbled a little bit with
I don't know.
what we
Like I
saw
said,
in those,
yes.
but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to.
What I have seen. Here's my pet peeve. Everybody does. There's white people that do a good job. There's white people that do a bad job. There's black people that do a good job. There's black people that do the problem comes when we start immediately turning everything over. This is racist. And that's what any kind of complaint. If you're doing a bad job, it doesn't matter what color you're doing a bad job.
I noticed a little bit of shade when they went to that trip in Florida, the League of Cities or Municipalities, whatever it was. Somebody along the way, I've seen a comment or some such thing about how dare he pay the fee to participate with like the black leaders of municipalities. Like there's a subset.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean,
but see, I don't like all that. I don't like black
there should not
entertainment
be
television, black
things,
league of
no.
this or black. There's just a league of people. There's one what is it called? National anthem. There shouldn't be black entertainment television. There's just entertainment television. When we stop with all of this, then we will stop with all of what they call
division.
racism or whatever. But we stop putting people in categories. It's just either you're a leader or you're not.
Well, those of us Gen Xers around here, and I'm, kind of at the late end of that, but we don't give a damn about your, like, are you a piece of shit or not? Like
you can't say that word.
I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Here. Yeah. It's all right. We're not on the air, on the radio. So we're good. But
yeah, I hate all that.
If you're a piece of garbage, then
I'm a brown person. What do I get for that?
Yeah, you are a little bit. Yeah.
I want something. Yeah. Where's my stuff?
I remember I called you white one time. You're like, excuse me. And I'm like, all right, Rodriguez, Musler, whatever. Yeah. You got like the whitest last name, Musler. But, what is that anyway, that last name? What?
Rodriguez? I'm Portuguese.
Not Rod. I know that.
Oh, Musler is German.
Yeah, just German? Okay. Yeah. Well, wow. You got some fire in you. Okay.
Yes. Check your messages, Peter.
I will. Yes, ma'am. So, say hi to the husband, Monica, please. So,
and I want to meet Monica too. I don't know who she is, but
yes, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah. So since she just put her first name, I don't know if she wants, the notoriety.
Okay.
Pretty much everybody. Listen, Monica knows Bambi. Bambi knows Monica. I'm not sure who.
I love how much Hope Mills participates. I'm pretty impressed.
Good or bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see both sides, and I'm looking around here, and it's a lot of Hope Mills people. But where are the Fayetteville people?
Yeah. Well, they're too busy worried about the next issue of Laura on the Loose to see if we're equitable to all shapes, sizes, and colors.
I loved that phone call. That was great.
Yeah, I relayed that story to my friends. I did go to a friend's birthday party Saturday, and I got to see like my 2 high school buddies, and then 2 of their friends, and then the whole families went with them, and it was nice. But I did relay some of the stories of, regaled some of the stories that we're dealing with here, and a lot of looks of "you got to be kidding me" was what I got from my friends.
Really?
They didn't believe, a lot of the shenanigans we've been putting up with here in Cumberland County. They were surprised. Now they live in Moore County.
Okay, well, Moore County, and there's Johnson County too. There's a certain somebody that has applied to be with the women's groups. Denied.
Right.
Because they don't want the craziness.
Nobody wants their crazy.
They seem to think, they seem to think that they're popular and they have something going with the grassroots. Denied.
They do, with the same 5 people they always have.
Oh, they probably have like 15. Because crazy feats crazy.
Well,
I loved it. When I found out, I was like, ha 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 ha.
You're going to let her in your club, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because
So-
we do reserve the right to deny membership.
Mhm.
We are part of the. I am on the slate to be the president of the Fayetteville Republican Women's Club. I would
Mhm.
love to have more people join us. We're looking for members to run committees or whatever like that. So
Mhm.
the more people, the merrier. But no, I don't do drama. I don't like it. I want to know what you're thinking in a face-to-face normal conversation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to enjoy the people you work with.
That's exactly
There's no
right.
sense to go to work, even in this volunteer capacity, and deal with crazy.
I don't like crazy.
You know, that'll be adjudicated tomorrow. I can't wait.
Me too. Well, it's probably not going to be adjudicated.
No, it won't.
I spoke to my attorney today and forwarded him the video, and all is well. And his goal is obviously to get it dismissed for me, because all I did was defend myself. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bambi's asking how she can join the FRWC.
Oh my gosh, we have a meeting next Tuesday evening if you're available.
I'm gonna put it on screen
at the Logan's Restaurant at 6 p.m. And I would love to have you come out.
That's what, November
11th. Yep, at 6 p.m. at Logan's Roadhouse.
Okay, all right, it's on. So, yeah, I mean, we have good. Well, everybody pays their own meal. You just come in, you sit down, order, and then what kind of a program are you having? Do you have any speakers next week, or
it's.
What did you not do?
I did not do anything. It was originally slated as a celebration for the and somebody was invited that was running for mayor, and it was going to be a celebration of his win and Gail's win for District 2.
Boy, y'all are overly confident. Gotta love that.
Never
at
know.
least for 50% of that. I mean, well, wait a minute. You had okay, hold on. You had a primary that you knew at least half of that ticket wasn't going to make it. And you didn't change plans?
I'm not the president right now. Gail Morfessis is the president.
Okay.
And she is wonderful. 150% wonderful. I chose to run for president for the next election, and I was chosen on the slate.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
So FRWC, the Fayetteville Club, is what, like 9,000 years old?
No, we're not that old, but we are 53,
53,
going on 54 years old.
Y'all are the oldest.
We are the oldest club in Fayetteville. Correct.
You're not like those rapscallions. Like I am the associate member of the Cumberland County Republican Women's Club. We're kind of new, aren't we?
You are new,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And they do a great job too. Yeah, they're very active.
Both clubs in the last few years have been pretty active. There was a cycle of a certain of elements that had to go.
That's exactly
to be
right.
purged, so we can do the work.
That's exactly right.
So, I would suggest that we, depending on the outcome of this election in Fayetteville, but also Hope Mills, and I don't know if we have any conservatives in Spring Lake.
I thought there was one.
There may be one
sure.
lone ranger, but I think we need to reach out to them, and definitely whoever wins, we're going to start having back on the show, and
we've got Patty Gibney.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
looking forward to that.
Yes. I cannot wait for him to show up, and that'll be fun.
All right.
I want to talk about all the stuff that's going on in his place. So
I had invited, or I had tried to find people from the Holiday Fair to come on this evening. They are having I think they do a preview like on Thursday, small gathering to let you into the Agri Expo Center. They're having their Holiday Fair this weekend.
Yep.
But I know for sure it's open Friday through Sunday. So
I get some great vinegars and oils there. Oh my gosh, they're good. They're flavored. They're always in the same spot.
It's perfect for Christmas, like stocking stuffers, that kind of thing. Go and knock out your Christmas list this weekend.
Yep.
That's put on by the Junior League of Fayetteville, but just weren't able to coordinate our schedules on that one.
What else going on? Anything?
Let's see. No, I mean, all is quiet. You know, not being on a ballot makes me I'm just sitting by and watching. And now we only have 6 weeks, 8 weeks until we start filing for fall of 26 offices.
And there's only 52 days till Christmas.
You go away with that. Some people put their Christmas trees up already on November 1st. Y'all are sick.
I have to start. I have 6 or 7 trees in my house, so I have to start. This is the time that I start. I
6 or 7
love Christmas. First of all, there is a king, and he is Jesus Christ, and he is our Lord and Savior. And anything that I can do to incorporate positive environments, and to me, everybody is nicer unless you're in the stores at Christmas time. And
unless it's Black Friday
now,
and you're clawing for the eyes out.
And there are a lot of pagan ideas that come with Christmas. With the Christmas tree was a pagan thing, whatever. But that's how we celebrate it now.
All right.
And
you know what? That just
Christmas.
reminds me, and I don't deny we have one King, Jesus Christ. I'm with you on all that. I just think he needs one fewer trees or something at your house. But
no,
did you see the lunatic?
A different color.
There was lunatic posts that circulated in our circles in the last week about Halloween.
No, now, I did not.
Does anybody dispute that Halloween is kind of a it's not a Christian holiday? But
I agree. It's a total pagan holiday.
Okay.
100%.
But the kids love it. They dress up. They get
still give away candy. That's right.
I mean, and it gives girls a reason to dress like.
No, they don't need a reason. They do that all the time.
That's true. They do.
I mean, have you been to the stores? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, that's just sloppy. Nobody. But
no, I did not see that post, but I do agree. Halloween is a pagan holiday. It is witchcraft and all of that, and all. Yeah, I don't personally celebrate it.
Yeah,
I don't decorate anything for Halloween. But
the post was basically like, all the Christian, or what was it? Pray for the people that the ghost and the spirits don't take over the kids. Like, dude, let them be
kids.
Let them be Power Rangers, whatever the hell they want to be, and leave them alone.
That's exactly right.
Good God.
You know what's funny is every year when my kids were younger, we would dress up. We would do like the whole family thing. Like one year I was Winnie the Pooh. My husband was Tigger. We had Piglet, and we always did like a whole family thing. One year, my son Joshua decided he wanted to be scary. I never allowed my kids to be scary things. I would only do fun, nice things, and he wanted to be scary. I don't want you to be scary. He wanted to be scary. I'm a mom. Okay, so I made him into Freddy, and I did like high class makeup. If you could see this high class makeup, he looked like Freddy Krueger.
Okay. So
we went trick or treating, and everybody's like, "Oh, how cute!" Because I think we were the Wizard of Oz that year, and so, oh, how cute! Oh, you're so scary. Do you know? After about 5 or 6 houses, he was crying. He wanted to go home and dress nice
and
because
be nice.
Because everybody would be like, "Oh, you're scary," and they made a big deal about us. So nice is better. No scary. No scary. Well,
you know what is it? You get more bees with honey. Instead of,
Who are you calling honey?
I don't know, honey.
Yeah.
Well, I think, being that you and I were just here, we're coming up on 50 minutes almost.
Really?
So, yeah, I mean,
wow.
Laura, thank you for being here. And to the people watching, I appreciate you coming in this evening and watching with us. You can find us on your favorite podcast broadcaster, Apple, Spotify, Google, Audible. We're kind of everywhere. Look for us on thecarolinacabinet.com. You can find all our videos, and please reach out if you have a suggestion for a guest on the show, or if you just want to leave us a message right there.
Or if you want to be on the show.
We have some interesting people in this chat. Everybody wants to know Baldino's secrets, though. I can't tell y'all, but Vivian, I'll get back with you. But I do appreciate y'all being here this evening. Until next time, we're the Carolina Cabinet.
Thank you.